it's Deborah Poneman, founder of Yes to Success, where we share knowledge and tools for you to live your ultimate life and ageless, anti-aging for your brain, your body, and your bliss. And Merry Christmas, everyone. Just kidding. It's April. But if you're wondering why I have Christmas lights behind me, it's because I'm visiting my friend and I am coming to you live from her chiropractic office. And I had a choice, either the Christmas lights background or three spines. So I chose the Christmas lights. Hope you like them. Anyway, many years ago, when I first started teaching Yes to Success, my intention was to give my students enough knowledge and as many tools as they needed so that they could wake up every morning with joy and peace in their hearts. I mean, my real intention was that my students weren't only happy when they found their soulmates, which many did, or made their first million, which many did, or caught on the bestseller list, which many did, but rather my real intention was that if nothing had changed in their third dimension reality, they had the same job, the same house, the same partner, the same financial situation, or even if life threw them an unexpected curveball, they would still be deeply happy. And that's what I want for all of you. I mean, it doesn't have to be the kind of happy where you're constantly jumping up and down and doing the happy dance, but a deep, inner, quiet kind of happiness. You see, no one ever promised you a rose garden or that your sojourn on this planet would be a cakewalk. Actually, we didn't go to all the trouble of incarnating for a cakewalk. We incarnated so that we could work through what we didn't get right last time around. At least that's what I believe. To welcome the challenges, knowing that's what we're here for, to face them and not run away. It's not that we desire challenges or deliberately manifest them, but when they show up, which they will, we, believe it or not, need to have gratitude. Because when you overcome the big challenges, that's when the greatest growth takes place. And growth is what we incarnated for. Yep, we came here to get it right this time around. So that's why I don't just teach people how to create outer success and wealth. I mean, I do in my Yes to Success seminars, which, by the way, I have one that just started day before yesterday, and you're still welcome to join me. If you haven't taken the course yet, this is your chance. It really rocks, if I do say so myself. And yes, I have lots of students who have created massive wealth and outer dreams coming true from what I teach in Yes to Success. But there are thousands of other courses that teach you that. What I want for you is to not only become wealthy and successful, but I want you to be a living master. What do I mean? Well, not a master in an egoic way, but a master of your own life. A master who, as the hugging saint Amaji once said, when the world shakes, remains unshakable. Masters remain unshakable because they know the truth of life. And even if they don't get what they want, they are still deeply happy and content within themselves nonetheless. Because the world, your world, will continue to shake. That's what you signed up for when you incarnated at this time in this body with your circumstances and with the world as it is. And your work here has little to do with outcomes. I mean, can you create peace in the Middle East? I don't know. But do know that everything we do, every choice we make individually either moves the needle towards peace or the opposite. Everything that we do moves the needle towards an age of enlightenment or an age of destruction. Everything we do adds to the vibration of love on the planet or adds to the vibration of fear or even hate. For example, when you're faced with one of those why me moments, like, the ones where you're like, really, God, you got to be kidding me this time. You know those moments. You have a choice to face the challenge in the easy way, which is complaining about your situation, blaming others, making other people wrong, being the victim, shaming yourself, telling your victim story over and over. Or you have the choice to take responsibility and say, I see my part in this. Actually, I screwed up and I'm going to handle this type of situation very differently next time. That is all your higher self wants you to do for yourself and the world. Not only are you at the moment moving the needle one way or the other by your action, but if you don't get it right this time, that situation is going to reappear again and again and again until you do. You know that. So the journey is really about listening to your inner voice and trusting the voice and its guidance, trusting that if you listen to that voice of God, or you can call it your intuition or that still small voice within, even if it's telling you to do the hard thing, the vulnerable thing, the impossible thing, do it anyway. And it will always move you forward down the path to being a living master. In fact, doing what that voice asks you to do is the only step you need to take to have everything your heart desires for you, for your loved ones, for the planet. Just do what you feel to be the right thing at every moment, each moment, each moment, each moment. Deluding ourselves is the most dangerous thing we can do. When the challenge seems insurmountable, just you can close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and say a prayer, ask for divine guidance, ask the God of your understanding, what step should I take? Or as it says in the Course in Miracles, ask God, Source Spirit, where would you have me go today? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? And then listen to the answer. Put those questions at the top of your page when you sit for guidance, which I've shared with you in previous Success Saturdays how to do. But it's really just spontaneous writing, putting a question at the top of the page and just don't think, just let the answer flow. Where would you have me go today? What would you have me do? What would you have me say and to whom? And then act on the answer that comes through. The truth is, our small selves, we're just receptacles. The great teacher, Master John Douglas, says that our only job as humans is simply to not be arrogant and think we know anything at any moment. Instead, be a receptacle. Listen to your higher guidance. It will come to you instead of talking so much, and then just let the truth unfold. But when the answers are placed in front of you, take the plunge, even if it's scary, and let the universe, the God of your understanding, lead you and take care of the rest. So when those curveballs are thrown at you, don't go into despair about your bad karma. It's not the karma that determines your happiness or unhappiness, it's how you react to the karma. Every obstacle is just there to overcome. Don't avoid them, face them, overcome them with trust, with courage, with strength. Don't run away. If we run, we weaken our evolution. We weaken our path towards mastery. Just align your will with the purity of your consciousness. And as the beautiful teacher Karen Chesney once said, align your heart with the sacred heart of God. Actually, she didn't say that once. She says it all the time. She said you could even visualize that sacred heart of God and then align yourself and then do what your heart is telling you is the right thing, which often is the scary thing, but the Creator rewards the courageous. And I know that sometimes that voice tells us to do things that seem completely unreasonable. But when you get quiet and you listen and you surrender and you act in alignment with your highest self, you're putting the outcome in God's hands. And the most important piece here is to trust that God knows what she is doing. One of my favorite quotes in the Bible is Psalm 126 that goes, when man says, show me, and I will trust you, God says, trust me, and I will show you. Trust me, and I will show you. And I think now is the time we need to remind ourselves to have faith and trust and then act in a way that we contribute to good, that we move the needle in the direction of love and peace with every one of our actions. Watch yourself, have awareness, maybe move a bit more slowly so you can more easily tune into what the universe is telling you and choose the highest truth at every moment and see what happens. Have a great week. Bye for now.